It started with one strange post online. A blurry photo of a man in a cowboy hat standing outside a sheriff's office in New Mexico. Fans zoomed in, enhanced it, and gasped, was that Walt Longmire? That one image sparked a wildfire of rumors. Could Longmire Season 7 really be happening after all these years? For months, Longmire fans had almost given up hope. The show ended back in 2017, and though it wrapped up most stories, something about the final season never felt complete. Walt walked off into the mountains, leaving behind his badge. It was poetic, sure. But fans were left with too many questions. What happened to Katie and her role as sheriff? Did Vic and Walt ever really get the future they deserved? And what about Henry? Was his journey over, or just beginning? Then came the first clue. A private film crew reportedly booked a location in Las Vegas, New Mexico, the same small town where Longmire was filmed for 6 seasons. Locals whispered about seeing familiar faces. Some even said they spotted trucks marked with the old Longmire production company logo. No official news came from Netflix or the original creators, but the signs were there. Something was being filmed, and it wasn't just a rerun. Fans also noticed something odd on Netflix. The Longmire series page was updated recently. That doesn't usually happen for old, completed shows. But suddenly, new promotional images began appearing. The episode thumbnails were refreshed. And then came a big surprise. Netflix re-released all 6 seasons with new, remastered audio, just last month. Many believe this is Netflix's way of preparing viewers for something big, possibly a new season. One more thing added fuel to the fire. A well-known entertainment insider on X, formerly Twitter, posted a cryptic message. He's still got the hat. #Longmire 2025. Within minutes, the hashtag Longmire returns began trending. Thousands of fans joined in, calling for Season 7, and then another bombshell. A fan attending a convention claimed Robert Taylor, who plays Walt, signed a poster with the words, "See you soon, Sheriff?" Was that just playful teasing, or a hidden message? Even Lou Diamond Phillips, who plays Henry Standing Bear, posted a throwback photo of himself on horseback with the caption, "Some rides never truly end." Katay Sackhoff, too, has recently cleared up her filming schedule. She finished her role in The Mandalorian and hasn't announced a new project yet. Could she be free for Longmire? All these little hints have convinced fans that Longmire Season 7 might not just be a dream, it could be real. Still, no official studio or network has confirmed anything. But in the world of television, where surprise revivals are becoming more common, anything is possible. Could this quiet build-up be Netflix testing the waters? Or could another platform like Amazon Prime or Paramount Plus have secretly picked up the rights for a final ride through Absaroka County? What's certain is this: the buzz is louder than ever, and fans are watching closely. Every shadow in New Mexico, every tweet, every update to Netflix's servers, they're tracking it all. Because for a show like Longmire, which ended with dignity but unfinished emotion, the chance of a Season 7 feels not just exciting, but earned. Asterisk, no music, no dialogue. Just the sound of wind through pine trees, the creak of an old wooden gate, and the slow crunch of boots on gravel. That's how the alleged Longmire Season 7 teaser begins, and it's already got fans losing their minds. The trailer, which appeared briefly on a small fan channel before being taken down, starts with a wide shot of a snow-covered Wyoming landscape. In the distance, we see a silhouette walking toward the camera, slow, steady, confident. It's clearly Walt Longmire. You can't see his face at first, but the hat, the coat, and the walk are unmistakable. The camera cuts to black, then flashes the words, "One last ride." That's all it took for the internet to explode. The teaser is less than 30 seconds long, but every frame has been picked apart by fans. One moment shows a dusty sheriff's badge being dropped onto a desk. In another, we see a woman standing by a grave site many believe it's Katie, and the grave might belong to a character we lost too soon. But the biggest shock comes in the final second of the teaser, a close-up of Henry Standing Bear's face, older, scarred, and silent, his eyes locked on someone off camera. The The screen goes black again, and a voice says just 4 words: "The law rides again." No logo, no release date. Nothing else, but fans believe this teaser is real, and they have reasons. First, the quality is too high to be fan-made. The camera work, sound design, and editing match the original Longmire production style perfectly. Even the music, though quiet, feels exactly like the show's tone: slow, heavy, and full of tension. Second, the teaser briefly showed the name of a new production company, High Plains Revival, in the corner. A quick search reveals it's a new LLC registered. Just this year, possibly created to keep the project secret during early filming. Another clue: the teaser includes drone shots of locations that look just like the original filming spots in New Mexico. Local fans confirmed seeing film crews in the same areas used for Walt's cabin, the Red Pony Bar, and the sheriff's office. It's almost as if they recreated everything down to the exact lighting. There's also the matter of the voice. The final line, "The law rides again," is spoken in a deep, raspy tone. Some believe it's Walt himself. Others think it's a new character, possibly the main villain or an old ally returning. Either way, that line has now become the slogan of the online fanbase pushing for confirmation. What's even more interesting is how fast the teaser disappeared, within hours. The original upload was taken down due to a copyright claim not by Netflix, but by a mysterious firm called Western Echo Rights. That name doesn't show up anywhere online, except on a single filing connected to Warner Bros., the original distributor of the show before Netflix picked it up. Coincidence? Or a quiet effort to keep the teaser from leaking too early? If the trailer is real, then Longmire Season 7 is not just in the works, it's already filming. But if it's fake, it's the most convincing and emotional fan-made piece the internet has seen in years. Either way, it has reignited the flame. Fans are rewatching the series, actors are getting tagged daily, and the pressure is building. On Netflix, to speak up, they said the story was over. But now, the old gang might be writing back, some with fresh scars, others with unfinished business. Fans didn't just want Longmire to return, they wanted the original cast to come with it. And now, there are strong signs that dream is coming true. Let's start with Robert Taylor, the man behind Walt Longmire himself. For years, he stayed silent about the show's future. But recently, that silence broke. At a quiet fan event in Texas, Taylor reportedly said, "Walt still has some work to finish." He didn't give more details, but a fan captured him smiling. After those words, like he knew something we didn't, then came the real shock. A behind-the-scenes photo leaked online showed someone who looked exactly like Taylor standing near a rebuilt sheriff's office. Same coat, same stance, same eyes watching the horizon. If it's not him, it's his twin, and that's just the beginning. Lou Diamond Phillips, who plays Henry Standing Bear, has been unusually active on social media. One of his posts showed a sunset over the Red Pony Bar location, with the caption, "Not all spirits stay quiet." The post was deleted within an hour, but fans had already shared it thousands of times. Some believe this means Henry is returning in a deeper, darker storyline, maybe one tied to the land, justice, or something spiritual. Then there's Katey Sackhoff, who played Vic Moretti. Her character was fierce, loyal, and complicated. The Vic and Walt relationship never fully wrapped up. But Katey's recent schedule shows something interesting. She's on break. After wrapping her Star Wars projects, she posted that she was home for a while, working on something personal. Fans believe that something personal is Vic's unfinished arc, and it makes sense if Longmire is returning, Vic has to be part of it. Their story was left open, hanging by a thread, filled with tension and hope, but not every face may return. Bailey Chase, who played Branch Connolly, hasn't said much. His character died in the show, but fans suspect flashbacks, or a hidden past could bring him back, even if only briefly. Chase has been quiet, but he recently started following Robert Taylor and Lou Diamond Phillips, again on social media after years of silence. There's also talk of new characters joining the story. One casting leak mentioned a federal agent, with tribal roots and a healer woman tied to Henry's past. These characters could bring fresh stories and deep connections to Longmire's world. They may also challenge Walt in ways he's never faced before spiritually, legally, or emotionally. And let's not forget Katie Longmire, played by Cassidy Freeman. She was stepping into her father's role by the end of season 6, but now, fans wonder, has she grown into a leader or fallen into a deeper conflict? Cassidy recently attended a small indie festival where she said, "Katie still walks with the badge, but her feet are heavier now." A strange thing to say unless she's filming again, the most emotional rumor of all, that this new season might bring back a fan-favorite character we thought we lost. No one has confirmed who. But the script is said to include a return from the grave, not of body, but of memory. That line has fans guessing, from Walt's wife to Branch to Lucian. This isn't just a cast update, it's a homecoming. The pieces are moving. Old friendships are reigniting, and fans are watching closely. And the pieces are moving, old friendships are reigniting, and fans are watching closely. Because when Absaroka's familiar voices begin to speak again, it means something big is coming. It started as a whisper from an industry source. Just 5 words. Longmire, Q3, 2025. Be ready. No context. No platform, but that one leak has fans holding their breath. Could it really be true? Is Longmire Season 7 not only happening but already scheduled for release? Multiple insiders are now reporting that a late 2025 release window is being targeted. Some say fall, others say just after summer. What's strange is how this leak lines up perfectly with other clues. Netflix recently removed several older shows from its catalog, but not Longmire. In fact, the platform has refreshed the series page with higher resolution thumbnails, better episode descriptions, and even pushed it to the Trending Westerns tab for weeks. That doesn't happen for a dead show. It's almost like they're preparing for a return. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The platform might not be Netflix this time. Rumors are swirling that Warner Brothers, which owns the rights to the original Longmire books and characters, is considering launching the new season on Max, formerly HBO Max. If true, this could explain why Netflix hasn't officially announced anything. It no longer holds the exclusive rights. This also matches recent trends where shows once saved by Netflix, like Lucifer, find new life again with a different distributor. A known casting assistant leaked a memo in April 2025 referring to Absaroka S7 Reconstructed. The document described 3 major story arcs and listed July 2025 as a target delivery date for initial cut. If that timeline is accurate, Longmire Season 7 could drop as early as October or November 2025. Now, let's talk story. Season 6 ended with Walt retiring and giving the badge to his daughter Katie, but nothing was final. No wedding, no clean wrap-up. No farewell from the Red Pony. In fact, it almost felt like the calm before a storm. Season 7 could easily pick up years later, with Katie, now sheriff, facing a growing crisis on both sides of the law. Tensions between local law enforcement and tribal leadership may have grown worse. There's even a theory that Walt is forced out of retirement when a cold case from his past suddenly resurfaces, linked to someone he thought he buried, both literally and emotionally. Another theory suggests that Henry Standing Bear is in danger, caught in a struggle between old traditions and outside threats. A mining company may be trying to take sacred land, and only Walt has the power to fight back. This could bring back themes of justice, corruption, and heritage core to what made Longmire so powerful. One leak also mentioned a new villain, a quiet, calculating outsider who claims to be fixing the West but is really tearing it apart from the inside. Could be a federal agent, a politician, or even a tech developer aiming to change Wyoming forever. The emotional arc? That's where it gets deep. Walt may return not as a sheriff but as a father, a mentor, and a man with regrets. His relationship with Vic, long left hanging, could finally evolve into something real or break apart forever. Katie might face betrayal from within her own department. And Henry? He could be walking a dangerous spiritual path, one that risks everything he's built. This wouldn't just be another season. It would be the final ride. One last chance to say goodbye to characters, to old ghosts, to justice done the Longmire way. Whether it's Netflix, Max, or another surprise platform, one thing is clear: the story is not done. And when that official announcement finally drops, the world will be watching. Now that we've uncovered the clues, trailer, cast leaks, and possible plot, one final question remains. Is Longmire Season 7 the end of a legend, or the beginning of something even greater?